Hey everybody, just enjoying the day. Thought I'd make another video outside. Hopefully you can hear me this time, and hopefully you like this video. This one's going to be on how to save money to get to Sardinia, Italy, which is a place I just found out about. If you haven't heard about it, it's a beautiful place. I'll show some pictures, and hopefully you like and subscribe, and hopefully you like this video, and hopefully I can save you some money. This is where I run every morning, and I love it. That's why I come outside. Now guys, this video today, I wanted everyone to know that yes, it's about saving money on flights. And I understand if someone means a lot to you, you want to get there and you want to make them completely happy. I know of two people that if I ever take them on a trip, I'm going to spoil like crazy. But if you're going solo, or even if you're married and need to save the money, or even just have kids and you want to take them along and you need to save the money, there's ways to do that. If you can save $300 on a flight, that'll pay, that $300 will pretty much pay for your Airbnb or anything that you get. So that's what this video is today. Sardinia is a beautiful place right out in the middle of the sea. It's part of Italy, and I would love to go there. I didn't know what it was till a few weeks ago, and I can't wait to go there. So I found a cheaper way to fly there, and I wanted to share it with y'all. And I'll put some pictures of Sardinia right here, and hopefully you'll see these pictures and love them. Give that a minute. And okay, now let's get into this and how you can save money to fly to Sardinia. Now, as I said before, I always fly out of New York. You can do this from Chicago, New York, any big hub, or you can even do it in your local. It's going to cost more, but because they're not giant hubs, but you're still going to save the money one way or another. I also fly off season for anytime I go anywhere, because I don't want to pay the summer prices, plus I don't want to deal with the crowds. When I checked for this, it was during the month of September. Each picture I show is going to have the dates, the flight price, everything else, and I used the app Kayak because that is the one I use. Now, in the same instance, you don't have to use kayak.com. You can use Google Air, you can use Cheapo Air, you can use Priceline. It doesn't matter. This isn't a commercial for Kayak. It's just that's the one I prefer, because they'll send me to sites that, if they don't have the cheapest price, they'll send me to sites that do have the cheapest price. So take that as you will, and that's how I did it. Let's get from New York to Sardinia, and let's see what the difference in price is. Okay, so I set my app from September 9th till the 16th, and so a week there, and I checked the price. After running it, it came up to $611. Basically, I had to lay over. One was like 3.5 hours, somewhere around there. The other one was like 8 hours plus. So $611 plus it's got 2 layovers. That's not too bad. But then I decided, well, let's see what would happen if I flew somewhere else that's a bigger hub. I've always wanted to see Barcelona, so let's see what would happen if I flew from New York to Barcelona. So I ended up finding a non-stop flight to Barcelona for $280. Barcelona is a beautiful place, so I got to see another place during my vacation. So let's say you wanted to spend some time there. If I decide to stay in Barcelona until, say, Saturday, and fly to Sardinia then, and take both places, it's only adding me $135. Because once you cross the ocean, it doesn't cost as much flying around in Europe as it does here. So you've got $280 plus $135. Or if I really wanted to spend all of that time in Sardinia, then I could fly the next day after landing in Barcelona to Sardinia for basically $85. So I went way down in price. And all the money you save, you can use for other things. Plus, if you're taking someone as a trip, like if you're taking the one you love, they got to see 2 different places. They saved, if you do the next day thing where you're flying during the week, you're saving like $200 and some dollars. And that just means you can go again, and the money you save for the first time, you could use toward the next trip to go somewhere else. These ways to save money helps out. I am going to use this when I do decide to go to Sardinia, and I'm going to have a wonderful time. They are supposed to have like the most beautiful blue waters. I just wanted to show you all this. Around in Europe, if you can get to Europe, you can fly for a lot cheaper to places. When I'm going to Amsterdam in April, my friends, if they decide, I've asked them to come with me, if they decide to come to Amsterdam from Romania, it's only $185 round trip. It'll take me a lot more to get there, but to get them around in Europe, it's way cheaper. Plus, you have to think there's trains and everything else when you get there if you're not traveling across water, which Barcelona to Sardinia, I have to travel on plane because it's going to be kind of hard unless I want to try to find ferries or something. But that's the easiest way for me. Think about this stuff. It's easy, common sense stuff that I forgot every time when I used to fly, and now I'm starting to learn better. If you can find a way to get across to Europe in a bigger airport, you can work ways to get to the smaller airports. And same way in the United States if you try to use it here. This video kind of goes with my first one, but now I'm actually showing the visual representations of what I do. Hopefully y'all like this, and hopefully y'all subscribe. And if you have comments, please comment and let me know, and I will put links to the app that I use and links to maybe a site explaining things to do in Sardinia. Safe travels, and I hope y'all like this video, and hopefully I'll have another one for y'all soon.